welcome back to my channel. So the last time you guys seen me before Vlogmas, I was pregnant, and after that I didn't update you guys. So in this video I'm going to be telling you guys what happened after I stopped recording, after I stopped uploading. So my pregnancy was great. Everything was going good till June 30th. I started getting really bad pain on my side, and at first it wasn't that bad, so I was like, it's whatever, it's probably air or something, you know, gas. So I let that slide. Then it started getting worse and worse, and I knew like something was wrong with my kidney. Like it had to be something wrong with my kidney. So I called my doctor, and he told me to go to emergency right away. So they told me to go to emergency right away. So I did, and they told me it was dehydration, because our AC was broken. So like I would wake up dripping in sweat. Like I would drink a lot of water, but I would sweat it out. Like seriously, I was showering like 3 or 4 times a day. Like not even exaggerating. Like it was that hot. So in the emergency they told me that I had to stay for a couple days. The baby was fine. She had all her fluids and everything, but all the water that I was drinking, I was sweating it out. So I was the one that didn't have water. She had all her fluids, she was fine. I was the one getting dehydrated. And due to that dehydration, I got kidney infection. So I had to stay for a couple of days in the hospital. They had me with the IV, they had me drinking a lot of water, and they had me on antibiotics to fight that infection. So that was that. Then I got to go home, and everything was fine. Then I go to the doctor, and they tell me that my blood pressure was high, that that I needed to go check because it could be preeclampsia. So they had me go to emergency right after that, and they said I didn't have preeclampsia. I didn't have all the symptoms or whatever of preeclampsia. The only thing was the high blood pressure, and they diagnosed me with gestational diabetes. So they had me on insulin and all that. So they had me stay there till my blood pressure went down. So I had to stay in the hospital again. That was the second time they had to stay in the hospital, and they were seeing how my body would react to the insulin, because I had never used insulin or anything. So they're in the hospital while my blood pressure, they were controlling my blood pressure for a couple of days. They were also seeing how my body would react to the insulin and all that. So then I got to go home again. Then after that, I went with my friend because we were gonna hang out at her house and we were gonna cook together. So we went to the store. So while I'm at the store with my friend, I need to use the restroom. So I tell her, okay, like I'm gonna go to the restroom, I'll be back. So I go to the restroom and I start getting really, really nauseous, like really nauseous. But like I have told you guys before, that on the video of how I found out I was pregnant, like it was normal because with her I was very, very nauseous. I would throw up a lot. So I didn't think much of it, like I was just really nauseous and I threw up blood. Like it was just clear and a little bit of blood. So I panicked and I told my friend, like, I'm throwing up blood, like I don't know what to do. Like she was already on her 5th pregnancy, so like what does that mean? Like why is this happening? And so I called my doctor while I was there at the store, and I told the doctor, and again the doctor told me go to the emergency. So there I go the 3rd time to the emergency, and once again my blood pressure was through the roof. I don't remember why I threw up blood. I don't think they told me, or I don't know if it was because of high blood pressure. I don't know, but my blood pressure was through the roof. Like it was super high. And after the 2nd time that I went to the emergency, they started scheduling me to go to the doctor every week. So I was going every week to get checked because they were concerned about my high blood pressure, so, and my diabetes. So I had to be taking my meter, and I had to be taking I had to be going because to check my blood pressure. So where was I going with this? Excuse me, I got baby brain. So they made me stay because I had high blood pressure, and because since I was going every week before that, my blood pressures were elevated, but they were not like high to where they were concerned, but they were a little bit like on the higher side than normal. So they made me stay, and they told me that time they found out that my liver was not taking the pregnancy. I'm sorry, Mama. So my liver was not taking the pregnancy. It was getting damaged. Everything was fine with her. She was absolutely fine. But my liver, like, it was for my own good that they were gonna have to induce me. So they told me that they were gonna schedule me to get induced at 37 weeks. That after 37 weeks, like, it wasn't gonna be good for my liver. So for my own good, they had to they scheduled me to get induced. So I go home again after a couple days, and they put me on bed rest. So since they said that they wanted her to be born at 37 weeks, I was supposed to be on bed rest, like I said, and the room was clean. Her dad, while I was in the hospital, when they told me that they were planning to induce me and everything, like, he cleaned everything, like everything, it looked good, but I wanted to deep clean. Like, I was cleaning the walls. I took everything out from the closet, and I vacuumed the carpet from the closet and organized it and everything. So I was really tired, and I just went to sleep after that. And when I woke up in the morning, when he was gonna go to work, I go to the restroom and I see the mucus plug. So we tell his mom, and I tell my sister, and they both said that if there was no blood or anything, to just wait. But if there was blood, if I started bleeding or spotting or whatever, to go to the ER. So I stayed awake after he left. He left like around 5 a.m. and I stayed awake, and like I was drinking a lot of water because I didn't want to get dehydrated again. So I was drinking a lot of water. So what comes in has to come out. So I kept going to the restroom, and I started spotting. Like, it started light pink, like barely seeing it, and then like it would get darker and darker every time I would go. So at 8 a.m. I called my doctor, and again he told me to go to the ER, and they made me stay because I was already 2 centimeters dilated, and because of the high blood pressure, like, they told me that it was not preeclampsia. They couldn't say it was preeclampsia because I didn't have the symptoms that I had to have for it. The only thing I had was high blood pressure, so they called it hypertension. So that's why I had to stay. And I'm gonna end the video here, and I'm gonna continue tomorrow with the story of labor and what happened after that. So see you in tomorrow's vlog. Goodbye, mommy. Thank you for watching my video. Goodbye. Being in my videos must be very exhausting.